Hello, good afternoon. Thanks for being here. I'm Gloria. This is Yoga with Gloria. And today we have another full body flow. So I'm glad you can join. And thanks for subscribing and liking my channel and sharing it with your friends. And thanks to the Patreons who help support the channel. If you'd like to help also, you can look at the description under the video to find out how you can help support create these live streams. Thank you. All right, let's get started. So we'll just start in a nice seated position. We're just going to make little circles into your body. Little circles. If your knees are up really high, higher than your pelvis, it might be more comfortable to sit on a blanket. And hello, Alice. Hi, Roseanne. Hi, John. And Monica, welcome back. And Boo, Bowie, Vanna, Sai. Sorry if I mispronounce your name. Go ahead. Other direction. You're just trying to feel the stretch on all sides. You move into the low back, the spine. Oh, hello, Suresh. Welcome. Glad you could make it today. And arms out to the side. We're going to take a side bend, opening up into the side body. And welcome back, Fernanda Mendoza. And other side. And then we're just going to swim forward and open up and take our hands behind us just right here. Hi, Teresa. Glad you could make it. So you can just keep your hands on your hip. If you're more flexible, you can take your hands like this, namaste down, or like this. Either way is fine. Sitting any comfortable way is fine. And you're just going to take your chin to the chest. Inhale and exhale. Let your head be heavy. Inhale and let your head be heavy again. And sink your chin into your chest. And then you'll slowly roll your ear over one shoulder. Chin back to the chest. And roll the ear over the other shoulder. Nice and easy. You might feel or hear some snap, crackle, pop. So side to side. And if and when you're ready, you can make full circles. Maybe not. Maybe you stick with the half circles, or maybe you can take a full circle. In one direction, and let's reverse the direction. And release. Oh, enough. Hello, welcome. And we're going to sit nice and tall. Let's take a twist here. Elbow to the opposite knee. For starters, elbow to the opposite knee again. And then you'll take that same twist if that felt comfortable for you. So right hand to the left knee. And if you're able to go deeper, you're going to take your elbow and hook it past your knee. So hinging forward a little bit at the waist, your left fingertips on the floor, and really finding a twist here. So as you exhale, just slowly begin to turn your navel and your gaze a little bit towards your left or towards whichever side you're turning. And then other side. Hi Dan, welcome. So either a regular twist, hand to the knee, or you can take a deeper twist. So bring your elbow past your knee here. So as you exhale, turn the navel a little more towards the right. And release. All right, let's go ahead, close our eyes just for a moment here. Just connect to our breath. On the inhale, letting our bellies expand. On the exhale, letting everything else go. Nice deep breath in, belly, ribs, and chest rise. Hold your breath at the top. Open your mouth and blow it out. 2 more times like that. Inhale, filling up. Holding your breath. Open your mouth, blow it out. Last time, inhale, filling up. Hold a little longer if you can. Lift your chest and take the sides of your neck back. Resetting our stress levels here. Open your mouth, blow it out. All right, hands in front of your heart, drop your gaze. Take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. And we'll seal that in with 3 ohms, inhaling deeply. All right, welcome Frank and Lily. And let's come on to our backs. For starters, we're going to just have our feet flat on the floor. You're going to inhale as you raise your arms overhead. Exhale as it comes down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then this time adding the bridge risers, lifting up on the inhale and coming down on the exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more like this. 3, 2. Last one. And hold it here. So you can just take your elbows right in the floor if you can. Walk your feet a little closer together. And we're just going to kick the legs straight. Squeeze your knees toward each other. You can stay here or you can lift it straight up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back together. Squeeze your knees together. Lift your hips and then other side. Kick it straight out with the knees together. And feel the difference between this and this. Lift it all the way up. And we'll do 5 more seconds. Noticing the right glutes or the left glutes are stronger. 2 and 1. Let's lower down and lower your hips all the way down. And then you're just going to keep your feet on the floor for a few of these. We're just going to drop your knees to one side and the other, one side and the other. They're feeling maybe hip flexor, maybe some low back. Good. And you can draw the right knee into your chest. We're just going to take a spinal twist here. Back to center. Let's draw the left knee into your chest. Straighten the opposite leg and spinal twist. Get back to center. So let's go ahead and straighten the right leg, interlace behind, and feel into your hamstrings. You can gas pedal your foot here. So press and then flex. Press your toes away from you and flex it towards you. And if it's okay with your back, you're going to straighten both legs. Make circles with your ankles in one direction and the other. To feel into your hamstrings and notice how tight they are as we begin here. And switch. So again, if you have a tight low back, you're going to keep this right foot on the floor and you'll stretch it like this. Otherwise, both legs are straight, gas pedaling, straight, point and flex, point and flex. Point and flex, circles with the ankle in one direction and the other. Walk up a little higher if you like. And release it down. A little core work. We're just going to do bicycles today. So if it's hard to lift your head off the floor, you can keep your head on the floor and just do the leg motion, okay? But I want you to lift your chin away from the chest at least by 2 fingers so you're not crunching at the neck, or pretend there's an apple or tennis ball under your chin. And then you're going to have the elbows wide and you're going to reach towards the opposite elbow. They don't touch unless you want to, but it's fine to just head towards to it like that. Okay, so let's go. About 30 seconds. Exhaling. And let's do 10 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And pause. And stretch it out. Point your toes away from your fingers. Okay, now we're going to roll into a ball and we're going to try to not have our feet touch the floor 6 times. You can either hold right behind your hamstrings is the easiest way, or it's harder if you hold in front of your ankles or shin. So I'll show you one way here. So you're going to rock up and notice my heels did not touch the floor. So that's what you want to do for 6. So try not to roll back so much so that you're hurting your neck. So Only roll up to shoulders. And try not to fall. Good. Try not to touch your heels. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Okay. Now we cross our ankles and we're going to come onto all fours, spreading your fingers wide, dropping your belly, looking up on the inhale, rounding forward for little cat cow, dropping your belly, looking up. Exhale, round your back, tuck the tailbone under. And you can take your fingers, if you like, to stretch the carpal tunnel muscles, fingertips towards your knees. If it's too much, you can claw the floor. You can walk your hands closer to your knee. Okay, let's do a few more here, looking up. Let's add lion's breath, sticking your tongue out. All right, feet, hands back forward. And we're going to just come straight down to the floor. We're going to stretch our hands forward. So take looking up between your elbows. And then you're just going to lift opposite arm and leg. So the right arm, left leg, lift. The left arm and the right leg lift. Opposite, opposite. Nice and slow. Or if you can go faster like swimmers. Little swimming action. Or you can keep the gaze straight down between the biceps, either neck in line with the spine. Super good for posture and those back erector muscles, even your glutes. 3, 2, and 1. And release. Come on down, chin down, hands by your hips. And you're going to come on up and lift your legs off the floor. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And come back down. And you're going to come into Sphinx pose. Forearms down. Or if you're ready for full cobra, go for it. Full cobra. Curl the toes, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. Shake your head, yes and no. Feet together, right leg lift. Let's bring it forward between your hands. Left leg steps forward. And little ragdoll here, so just grab opposite elbows, relax your neck and shoulders, and you're just going to sway to the left and right. The slight bend in your knees, or at least unlock your knees. Get back to center. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Lift and lengthen. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold. If you can't touch it, just grab your shins like this. And fold. And circle the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Let's do a couple sun salutations to warm up, circling up and down. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold right leg back, left leg back. Lower to your belly. Point your toes. Come up for cobra. And downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward. Left leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Exhale, let's dive it back. Left leg back, right leg back. So either to your belly or chaturanga. Cobra up dog and downward dog. Left leg comes forward. If you can't get your foot forward in one sweep, you can grab your ankle and do this. Or you can bend your knees and grab it forward and come up, okay? And step forward, circle the arms up. And let's dive it right back down. Left leg back, right leg back. Chaturanga, cobra up dog, downward dog. One more set. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Circle the arms up. Dive it down. Right leg back, left leg back. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog. And downward facing dog. Let's bring your left leg forward. Right leg forward. And circle the arms up. Exhale, dive it down. Left leg back. Right leg back. Lower to your belly. Point your toes. Find a cobra. Look over your left shoulder. Look over your right shoulder. Downward facing dog. All right. Let's take your right leg. Lift it straight up for three-legged dog. And we'll bring it forward for high lunge. Come on up. Left elbow over right eagle arms. Lift up your elbows. Hands away from the face. And release. Hands on your hips. See if you can bring the knee a little behind your ankle. And then take that right hip back. Hips are squared forward. Relax your shoulders. Roll it back. Palms facing forward. Hinging forward at the hip. About 45 degrees if you can. So you can stay here if it's hard enough. Otherwise, make it harder. Arms alongside the ears. Building more internal strength. Right side of your body. 3, 2, and 1. Let's take your left hand down. Easy twist. And we'll step it back. Nice strong push up. Just one, or on your knees, 3 chaturanga. So just one down and up, a full one. And come down to your belly. Find a cobra. And a downward facing dog. Feet together, left leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Bring it forward. Crescent pose, come on up. Inhale. Exhale. Let's stretch in the shoulder, little upper body. Right elbow over left. Lift the elbows. Hands away from the face. And open up goalpost arms and relax it down at the hips. See if you can bring the knee a little further back or straighten the front leg a little bit. Take the left hip back. Hips are squared. Relax shoulders. Palms are facing forward, hinging at the hips with a flat back. Widen the collarbone, squeeze between the shoulders, hinge forward. Feel that posterior left side working. If you want to work harder, arms alongside your ears. 3 more breaths. 2 and 1. You're going to take your right hand down, easy twists. Good. You're going to step forward, forward fold. And you'll circle the arms all the way up. And you're going to bend your knees, sink your hips for chair pose, Utkatasana. And then you're going to clasp your hands behind you and fold forward if you can, arms overhead. Hands to the floor, bend your knees, walk, step, or jump back. So lower to your belly or chaturanga, cobra or up dog, and downward facing dog. Feet together, right leg lifts, bend it and stack it, open your hips, look under the left underarm. Lift your knee high. And then let's bring it forward. Spin your back heel down for warrior 1. Come on up. Good, let's straighten that front leg. Hinge forward. Triangle. Grab your ankle or the floor or a block. Stack your shoulders. You can stretch the top arm over your head. If you want to do more core work, you can do both arms. And enough of that. Bend the front knee. Let's walk the right hand forward for half moon pose. If you're afraid to fall over, then you can stay here and just come to your knee and do half moon on the floor. So there's not much far to fall. Otherwise, you can lean against a wall that's stable. You can stay here, stacking the shoulders and hips. If you feel stable, grab your ankle for Chapasana. Roll your shoulder back. Any variation of the pose is fine. And release. And let's windmill the hand to the floor, both hands coming into standing splits. Standing 90 degree. If you want to go a little deeper, you can take your right hand behind the calf. If you're not afraid of falling, press into the calf as you try to straighten the leg and squeeze the left glutes. Bring your head closer if you can and release. You're going to bend that back knee over, sitting down for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Hands behind you. Lift your chest and twist towards your bent knee, or elbow hooks past your knee for a deeper twist, lengthening up through the crown of your head. From here, go ahead and grab the bottom of your foot. Just grab it, interlace your fingers, and you're just going to straighten straight up and bend and up. Feel it into your hamstrings. Lift your chest. Lift your chest. Lift your chest. You can't hold the bottom of your foot. You can hold it and just don't straighten it all the way. That you might be right here. Or maybe you can use a strap of some sort, a belt. And then you're going to grab the left hand to the outer edge of your foot if you can. Take your right fingers back, lift your chest, and straighten that leg. And then bring it slightly over to your left until you feel the IT band stretch here. Keep your chest lifted. And lower the leg a little bit. On the exhale, turn the navel and gaze over to your right. And release. And then we're just going to make our way back to downward facing dog. Okay. Inhale through your nose and out your mouth. Long, big sigh. Out your mouth. Feet together. Left leg lifts. You're going to bend it and stack it. Open your hips. Look under your right underarm. Feel the left hip flexor stretching. Let's bring it forward. Spin the back heel down. Warrior one to start. And we're going to straighten. Hinge forward as far as you can. Grab your ankle. Find a triangle pose. Stacking the shoulders. Lengthening your hip away from the ribs on the top. And maybe taking the arm over your head. Or if you want, you can take both arms parallel to each other. And you're going to bend the front knee. And for half moon, you can either kneel down on the left knee, or you can walk the left hand forward. Keep the gaze down till you feel balance. Stack your hips, stack your shoulders. Use a block if you need to and you have one. Once you feel balanced, you can turn the gaze up. And if you feel balanced enough to grab your ankle, go for it. Roll your shoulder back. And release. Windmill both hands to the floor. Standing splits here. You just lift that back leg up as much as you can. Bring your head towards your standing leg as much as you can. If you want, you can take your left hand behind the calf. Press into the calf as you try to straighten the left calf. And bring your head towards the leg. And you're going to bend the back leg. Bring it behind you to the left for Ardha Matsyendrasana. Okay, wiggle both sitting bones on the floor as you turn towards your left. Maybe just hugging the knee in, or maybe you can hook the elbow past the knee. And look over your left shoulder. All right. And now you're going to interlace your fingers behind your foot. Lift and lengthen. Feel the hamstring stretching, and down and up and down, up. Keep that chest lifted, up and down. So you can do a faster or slower tempo. I'm grabbing my heel now. It seems to work pretty good. If you want to go down to the heel. And let's go slow now. Just hold it. Press down into the sitting bones. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. Feel the back of your left hamstring stretching. You can even pull it in. Give your knee a kiss here. And you're just going to take the right hand to the outer edge of your foot or the outer edge of your calf here. And then you're going to extend it straight up. So pressing thigh, lifting chest, grabbing foot, lift, lengthen, and turn. So you can lower the foot a little bit, little teeter-totter action here. Lift the opposite arm, lower this leg a tiny bit. Good. Draw the belly in. On the exhale, you're going to twist a little. You should feel some of the outer IT band stretching a bit. And release. You can make your way to standing, or you can come down, and I'm just going to roll 3 times and stand up 2. Third time, plant your feet. Come up without touching the floor. See how that works for you. Okay. So standing straight, we're just going to do a little bit of tree pose here. Just like that. Remember what a tree feels like, lengthening tailbone down, heel down, lifting up through the crown of your head. Okay. So from here, lift it away from you, out to the side, and then you're going to step and plant yourself into a warrior 2 position. So we're going to work dynamically here. From here, you can straighten the leg and clap and go back to warrior 2. Straighten and clap and go back to warrior 2. If you're feeling strong, you can join me into jumping up and back down. Jumping up. Oh, build that strength, and down, and 3, and down. Okay, that's good. From here, sink down and reverse the warrior, hand behind you, or swimming behind your back to press your front thigh away. Forearm to the thigh, press down, roll your chest up, looking up towards the sky, finding a side angle pose. Hand to the floor if you can. You can bend and straighten that front leg if you like. Turning on those hamstrings a little more. Take the top hand behind you and roll your shoulder back. Find your half bind, maybe a full bind. All right, windmill down. Let's quarter turn to the left. And let's just find a prasarita at first, so spinning inner thighs back. If you're able to take your head to the floor, you can. If you're a headstander, you can go up. Or we'll we'll just spin the inner thighs back here. Lift and lengthen. And we're going to quarter turn to the left. And come on up. Warrior two, a shorter stand. Let's go ahead and come on, bring our feet together. Let's just come into a tree pose on this side first. Just to feel that weightedness, balancing. How's your balance today? Every day is different for balance. So that's why balance postures are great. Keep you in that present moment so you don't fall over. Good. See if you can lift and just hold that leg out like that. Hip flexors, extend and drop it. So find a comfortable warrior two. And do what feels good in your body. Don't have to do some crazy things I think about. But you can straighten and bend. Most of you could do this dynamic movement, building more muscle in your legs. So if you want to do the harder one, we will just do 3 of them. So lifting up, balance, kind of like a tree pose. Take it back, lift it up, balance, take it back. One more time, lift it up. And warrior two. Find a wider stance. And relax the shoulders. Reverse the warrior. Forearm to your thigh. Side angle. Reach long through your side body. You can drop your hand to the floor or a block. And you can bend and straighten. Right hand top hand goes behind you. Roll your shoulder back. That's your half bind. If you're able to do a full bind, go for it. And release. Let's quarter turn back to center here. Left hand down, and we're gonna turn the whole torso to the right. Or if you're mirroring me, you're doing opposite. So just for 6, 4, 3. So make sure you're turning the whole torso. 2 and 1. Other side. So it's harder than it looks to turn the torso 45 degrees. So if you can only come up like 20 degrees, then just do that. Okay, so just do the best you can. And feel that spiral all the way up your spine. We'll do 2 more here. And last one. And you're going to quarter turn to the right and drop the knee to the floor or blankets. So let's come into a low lunge. Right leg forward. Interlace your fingers and bring your chest, your hips forward. Breathe into those left hip flexors. You can just tap and go, or you can hold a longer static stretch here. All right, go ahead and take your right elbow down. We're going to do a side bend here to your side body. And then you're going to take your left hand down, easy twist, or elbow past your knee for a deeper twist. Maybe option to lift up off the back knee. Maybe open the arms. And release. And let's switch sides. Left leg forward. Interlace your fingers. Bring them forward. Pressing down in the back knee to lift up through the crown of your head. Come on up. And you're going to rest your elbow on the top of the hip there. Thigh and side bend. Coming back to center. The hand can go straight down for an easy twist, or you're going to hook the elbow past your knee, past your knee, past your. Namaste, your hand. Maybe lift up off. Maybe open your arms. So if you want to put a blanket or pillow in front of you, you can. So you can squat up here, lift your heels up. Lift your heels up. So we're going to practice Bakasana. If you're scared you might fall, you can just sit down and do this one, Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together and just stretch here. And those of you, I know some of you have a Bakasana practice, or some of you are working on it, right? Last time, you might want to put a pillow here or something, or a block. Spread your fingers wide, index fingers facing forward and parallel to each other. You want to take your elbows back, so it's chaturanga arms, and that's your shelf. So you're going to rest on the shelf here. Then you'll take your left leg up and just practice. Put it back down. Take your right leg up. Put it down. If you're feeling strong, you can do both at the same time. And come down. If you can hold it longer, try to shoot back like that to chaturanga and cobra. And then we'll find a tiny break with a quick child's pose or puppy pose or knees, chest, chin, whichever one feels better for you. Okay, now we're going to take your right leg forward. Let's do lizard today. So heel in, toes out. So if you want, you can just rock onto the edge of your foot here. Elbows to the floor or to blocks. All right, let's bring your left forearm down, turn towards your bent leg, and reach back. See if you can catch your foot. Pull it in. If you cannot catch your foot, you can lay on your belly like cobra, and then just pull one of the heels towards your hips. And ready. So let's do the other side. So left leg forward for lizard, coming onto the edge of your foot. Feeling that stretch. Try to keep your neck in line with the spine. So many people just drop it like a bowling ball. Right forearm down. You're going to turn to your bent knee and see if you can catch your foot. Pull it in. Okay. So inversion time. You can, if you don't have an inversion, let's do legs up the wall for you. A super easy one. Or you can bring your elbows together and hold up your pelvis, basically, like this. I'm going to pop into a headstand because I have that practice. So you don't do it if you don't have that practice. So just choose one of those two. You can do handstand if you have that practice against the wall. If you're in shoulder stand, you can plop into plow. So try to bring your feet over your head so you stretch your back. Otherwise, you can just slowly come down. Slowly come down. If you did a headstand or handstand, you do a quick child's pose. And most of you will be on your back. We'll pop into a quick little back bend here. So you can do a bridge pose like this. Or if you have a full back bend practice, let's pop into one of those. Either bridge or back bend. Open up your heart. Good. Slowly come on down. I think that's all we have time for, just one. So let's go ahead and pause. Take our feet as wide as the mat, and we're just going to windshield wipe, drop our knees from side to side. Let's draw the left knee into your chest and straighten it up. Lift your head and shoulders, feel a little hamstring stretch. Draw the knee in. Stack your pelvic bones one over the other and find a spinal twist. Option to bend the back knee and catch for just like this. Little quad stretch if you missed that earlier one. And release. Other side. So a little quick hamstring stretch here. If you're more flexible, walk up your leg. Give your knee a little love and gratitude. Draw the knee into your chest. Begin a spinal twist over to one side. If you like, you can add that quad stretch. Grab that tail and twist. And release. You can lay here in Shavasana, or you can Supta Baddha Konasana, or you can roll over to one side and join me as we close out the class together in any comfortable seated position. Big inhale in through your nose, open your mouth, sigh it out as you surrender to your practice. Hands in front of your heart. Press your hands into your heart center and smile and feel blessed. And smile and feel gratitude. And with gratitude for our practice here together, let's offer one Om to seal it in. Inhaling deeply. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the class, be sure to give it a thumbs up on especially the YouTube videos. And thank you for all of you that joined. And if you're currently a sponsor and want to join my high intensity class, I do it every Monday at 8:30 a.m. You can become a sponsor for as little as $10 a month. There's information on how to sponsor me in the video's description. Okay, thank you guys so much. Please share my channel. I'm still trying to reach 500 subscribers on YouTube. And don't forget, I live stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 5:30. So please join me again. Be safe. Bye, Lily. Alice, you're welcome. John. Yay, you're getting better every time. Good job. Suresh. Lana V, thank you for coming. Monica, I'm glad you're feeling good to do yoga. Okay, guys. Goodbye. Bye, Lily.